And we're back here for third period action of Huskies hockey. Sorry about the technical difficulties. 3/4 of the way through that period, my computer actually took a dive and crashed.
Yeah.
So we finished out the third period. There were 2 coincidental minors to Remley and to Jack Warren. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 41 seconds to start period number 3. The Huskies still leading 1-0.
But so far, the shots on goal, 25-20, and that's one of my keys. Is that they have to win in the shot department. My second key is the defense has to step up with LJ Skameka out and Brian Pickett, and so far they've done that, only allowing 20 shots on goal in 2 periods and no goals, so very good there. And then my number 1 key was the penalty kill has to keep playing good tonight, which they have, because they're 3 for 3 on the penalty kill, and they're doing still really good on the no shorthanded goals.
Nope.
But it's still period left. You can still have one.
Yeah, but nonetheless, still a very successful night so far for the PK unit of the Huskies. As we're just about ready to get underway, it'll be Sukel, Hickey, Rosinski, and Schwartz. Here is Zupert in goal. Gagliard, Dom Floro, Corey Welnicki, and the captain Michael Melka out for the Eagles. For those of you listening in, the Hawks and the Lightning are going to go to a shootout. Northwestern leads Ohio State 23-20 to start the 4th. And the Bulls win, and I think Derek Rose had 13 points in 20 minutes.
Yep, and then Notre Dame is up 27-20 right now, about 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
And Schwartz gets the puck over for Hickey. Now for Rosinski, far side half boards. Here's Sukel. A little shot that's deflected wide off the stick of Melka. Schwartz for Sukel behind the net, or the 4 line. Here's Rosinski looking for a shot. Big save by Zuprin, as it looked like he was down and out, and Rosinski couldn't elevate. Rosinski in on the forecheck on Welnicki. Here's Sukel battling with Tyler Adams now. Adams comes out, gives it over for Melka. Melka looks. Schwartz takes Melka off the puck nicely, backhands it around Alex Hare for Troy Hickey. Now back for Schwartz. Up through center ice for Nick Leon. Nick Leon gets taken off the puck there by number 16, Buchel. And now Buchel gets the puck from DeYoung. Buchel up through the Eagles zone for DeYoung. Now through center ice over the Eagles logo. Drop pass there for Webster. Webster back for DeYoung. For Webster, shoots, big save by Hare. Can't quite cover the puck up, but they keep the puck into the zone. Good sliding play there by Nick Leon to keep the puck from getting shot on net. They battle for it in the near side half boards. Leon and Bach are there. Taken now by Buchel. Buchel shoots it just wide of Hare off the boards from behind, boards off behind Alex Hare. Eagles trying to work it from below the net. They do, and the shot gets deflected off Hickey's stick and into the far side corner boards. Taken there by Wentz. Or excuse me, number 19, Malone. As the puck comes up in front of the Huskies bench. Here's Nick Leon for Bach, now for Hickey. Hickey for Stetzinger, and he can't find the pass there. Here's number 13 for the Eagles. As he looks, cross-ice pass now for Killian. Killian cross-ice for Iovino. Icing as the call, but it's wave off as Anthony Iovino is there to get it. Shoot, they score! Bad angle goal given up by Hare. Wentz buries it, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, like you said, he had a horrible angle there, the Eagles did, and just really a bad goal given up by Hare. But, he still had a great night. You got to still expect him to have a good period here. He got to get that out of your head, really, for Alex Hare, because you sometimes can give up those bad goals, but you got to get back into your mindset that you're still a great goalie, and you got to keep going the way that you're going in this period.
And you're going to give up those soft goals every now and again. You're not going to be expected to make every save.
Exactly.
But give credit to the Eagles. They broke down the Husky defense and just kept chipping away and getting shots on Alex Hare, and eventually they were going to find the net, and they did. As the captain, Remley. Near side corner boards, now far side corner boards. Taken by Adams. Adams for Wentz. Wentz backhands it. Far side corner boards for Iovino. Here's Remley, the road captain, out through center ice for Gorsica. Here's Brian Pounds for Gorsica. Gorsica races, shoots, big save by Zuprin with the right pad. As Webster gets an assist as well on that goal. And Webster and Iovino. Here comes Iovino, cross ice, far side boards, looking for the centering pass for Tim Webster to connect there. They can't do it. Nick Remley. Now through center ice, over the blue line, over the center ice line. Gets the puck chipped back into the Husky zone, and Gorsika, is there to chip it back into the Eagle zone. Far side corner boards. Now behind the net is Melka. Here's Melka at center ice, looking for Floro, down Floro, and he finds him. Here's there to play the puck, looking for Cantillo, but Floro's there. Big save there by good deflection out in front by Schwartz to allow the puck to not get to Alex Hare. Here's Cantillo near side half boards for Niedzila. Niedzila for Schwartz. Schwartz chips it along for Zaleski. Zaleski through center ice for Niedzila. Niedzila breaks through a check, and Cantillo looking for the backhanded attempt wasn't there as he was tied up there by Gagliard. Now Cantillo, and he can't grab the pass, and the Eagles come out through center ice. Troy Hickey. Niedzila can't grab it. Icing is waved off as it looked like it might have missed his stick. But they play on. 15:43 left in period number 3. Huskies and Eagles tied at 1 apiece. Drop pass here for Malone into the breadbasket of Alex Hare. He holds on. 15:34 left in period number 3. 1-1 the score.
And really quick, just want to give another quick shout out to John Pounds, just in case he didn't hear our first shout out. That John Pounds is the twin brother of Brian Pounds, who's on NIU at Shepherd Air Force Base. And we just want to thank all the military and what John is doing for this country and what just the military does for this country.
We salute you, sir. As we rejoin the play, Jake Josh in behind the net for Sukel. Now Josh has to take it away. Shot just goes off the outside of the post of Alex Hare. Josh lays a hit in on an Eagle shot. That one goes wide on Hare. Here's Leon looking for Sukel. He sticks a fork in the bouncing puck. Stop looking for Rosinski. He finds him, but he can't handle the puck. Here comes Jordan DeYoung. He turns back off the boards. And the puck stays in by Jake Josh. Taken now by Buchel. Buchel around the net for 13. Gloved out of midair there by Webster. And it's going to be called a hand pass. Whistle blows. 14:46 left in the game, and 1-1 the score.
And really, so far, a tough game on both sides. I mean, both sides are trying to get goals, trying to get shots on goal. 27-24 right now for NIU. Shots on goal. Tied 1-1. Really a great game so far. I mean, kind of a slow pace. Not a game that people really want to watch, but good defensive game.
And Tampa Bay wins in the shootout over the Blackhawks 3-2. So
just saw that.
Big save by Zuper in there. 14:39 left in the period. Hawks. Jeez, I got the Hawks on the brain. Huskies and Eagles tied at 1.
Well, we're upset that they lost, but
it's all right. At least we got the point.
Yeah, they still get a point out of it.
Would have liked to have gone 2-0. Next game is Wednesday night, I believe, as they travel down to the Scott Trade Center to visit the St. Louis Blues,
and that's a game of the week, actually.
Yes, it is. NBC Sports, and I'm guessing it'll be Doc and Eddie on the call. Centering it, tapped out in front of Alex Hare. Shot, big save by Hare, and he gets clipped. It looked like underneath the mask.
I think that hurt.
He's okay.
Yeah, it looks like that kind of stunned him there.
14:19 left in the period, 1-1 to score. Shots in favor of the Huskies, 28-25.
Luckily, goalies have those new masks really the last 10 or 15 years, because if that was like a Jason mask from from the
like
horror movie,
Esposito mask,
then that would have probably hurt.
Hickey almost flew it into the Husky bench, but taken now by Iovino. Iovino over for Grundhofer. Grundhofer now around Alex Hare. He gets taken down. No penalty is called as Hickey gives it over for Bach. Bach tries to get it out of the zone. He can't do it. Taken there by Alex Strack. Now out to center ice for Welnicki. Welnicki sends it into the glove of Hare. Gloves it down for Schwartz. Whistle blows.
Not sure what that was for.
13:47 left in the period. 1-1 to score. Might have been a hand pass or knocked down with a high stick on Robert Morris. So face-off will come back out to neutral ice in front of the Husky zone.
But a goalie is allowed.
Near side.
But a goalie is allowed to take it out, take it like that in his glove and set it down. I mean, I don't know if that's a hand pass, but
not quite sure what it was. That's my best educated guess.
Yeah.
As Remley rifles that one just wide of Zuprin. Here's Gorsica. Gorsica for Pounds. Here's Brian Pounds through center ice. He's got Remley and Gorsica. Pounds trying to fight his way through a check. He can't do it, but dumps it in behind Zuprin. Hickey up on the play as a defenseman. Sticks his way through there, but can't quite control. Gorsica looking for Brian Pounds or Hickey, can't do it, and the Eagles come out of the zone. Here's Josh Wentz through center ice. Taken by Schwartz. They have to turn around to avoid the offside call. 13 minutes left in the game, 1-1 to score. Walnicki dumps it into the zone to go for a change, and the Huskies control. And the puck comes out to center ice. Here's Jordan DeYoung. DeYoung back for number 13. Now gives it over to 16, Buchel. Buchel goes through a check from Leon. Shot off the chest protector of Alex Hare. And the puck comes back out to the far side faceoff circle where it's controlled by Buchel. Here's a shot by Webster that gets blocked out in front by Schwartz, and Pounds is going to clear it all the way down. It's going to be icing. Whistle blows, 12:27 left in the period. 1-1 to score.
Yeah, not too bad of an icing there because Robert Morris had the puck in possession there for about over 30 seconds in their zone, so you just got to get it out of your zone when they have it in your zone that long, and that's exactly what he did.
I know what he was trying to do there is just trying to get a little bit of a breather for his guys, but sometimes you got to be really careful with that to avoid the icing, because now you got to win the faceoff, work even harder to get that change, as this is a tired unit out there for the Huskies.
Yeah, that's another thing about the icing, that your team cannot get off the ice after you get an icing called on you.
Here comes Brian Pounds, a shot from center ice, goes into the glove of Zuprin. Remley looking for a rebound, but I think Pounds was just trying to get off for a change there. 12:09 left in the game, 1-1 to score. Brzezinski is the lone goal scorer for the Huskies on a power play, his 6th of the season. And for the Eagles, Josh Wentz gets his first goal of the season, assist to Iovino and Tim Webster. Puck comes back into the Eagle zone. Cross-ice pass for Killian. Killian gives it over for Jack Warren, now taken by Nick Leon, who gives it, has a pass go up and off the boards for Leon. Now for Joch, near side face-off circle for Herlin. Herlin springs Brzezinski. Brzezinski gets taken down, no penalty call. Looks like he just lost an edge as Jack Warren controls the puck. Warren back for Killian, now for Warren. Now cross back for Killian. Backhanded pass for Melka, escapes him, and Huskies come back into the offensive zone, now taken by Tyler Adams, the defenseman, up through the zone. The shot, that one goes off the crossbar, over the glove of Alex Hare. Here's Jake Joch. Jake Joch has the puck, now Alex Hare's back to grab it. Plays it around the boards looking for Leon, takes a nice little hop off the partition back to center ice, where Josh Wentz pounds it back in. Here's Troy Herlin as he fans on a pass, and taken by Wentz. Hare's there to stick it away, and taken by Troy Herlin, far face-off corner, far face-off circle. Here's Gagliard, and he dumps it into the near side corner boards to go for a change. Here's Joch for Boris. Boris for Herlin, now back for Boris. Here's Bacher. Bacher looking for Joch up on the play. He's near side half boards. He loses the puck there, 2-on-2. Now it's a 3-on-1. Boris is waiting for some puck to kind of squirt out. And finally the whistle blows, and Joch and Greeny are giving a little pushing and shoving there after the whistle. 10:20 left in the period. 1-1 to score. Seems like Joch, even though he's a bigger guy, doesn't really have the speed or the ferocity you would really want to see out of a guy that's 6'5", 275.
Yeah, but because he's that kind of big guy, I mean, like you said, he doesn't have that much speed, but he has the size to take out guys. Like we were saying in the D3 games, he got about 10 hits, I think, in that game.
Yep.
You said you saw some big hits, and after I saw some big hits. So he can get out there and get that body on some people.
Face-off won by the Huskies. Stetzinger sends it all the way around behind Zuprin. Retrieved by Bach, and that one goes fluttering high off box stick over the blocker side of Zuprin. Now the Eagles control. It's going to be Jordan DeYoung, but he gives it away for Boris. Boris for Stetzinger. Stetzinger cross ice looking for Bach, but the Eagles were offside, so the Huskies are able to play. Coming back now is Gagliard. Gagliard is offsides. Whistle blows. 9:51 left in period number 2. Huskies and Eagles tied up at 1 goal apiece.
Yeah, and it looks like Gagliard didn't even see that Nick Webster was way outside. He wasn't even really looking up. But in case that you're watching our game or listening to our game and not watching these exciting games, Notre Dame is tied with Arizona State 27-27 with about 3 minutes left. And Ohio State just took the lead on Northwestern 27-23 with about 10 minutes left. So both exciting games.
Still time.
Yeah, both exciting games there to watch.
Hickey on the forecheck on Buchel. Buchel and Stetzinger can't hold it into the offensive zone. Taken now by Nick Webster. Webster up on this shot into the glove of Alex Sayre. He holds on. 9:33 left in the period.